Oh, I was wondering where the new wave of users was coming from. That makes sense. It's because I recently said, you know, you're never gonna get pussy. So why are you worried about, whether or not women's biological clock is ticking? You got posted in a lot of gamer subreddits. Ooh, nice. Your Pragmata take pissed off incels. You offended the pedos and the capital G gamers and the incels. Yeah, what they're offended by, I think, primarily is the truth. That's what offends them the most. When they hear the fucking truth. Yeah, I saw this. This guy made fun of us and really nailed it. Hasan comes off as a freak in this clip for defaulting to this view of a game he has not yet even played at the time of the clip. Gamer dads is like a huge thing. Yeah, except gamer dads aren't the ones who are going, oh, we have to replace the Western birth rates with new white babies. Gamer dads, who do you think is closer to your worldview? A guy who's a fucking father with a family who likes to play video games on his off time? Or random fucking Twitter monsters? The clip was chopped up to conflate all gamers with incels, I think. Whoever was editing was trying to get a bunch of gamers to think you hated all gamers. I saw an Irish girl saying you were unhinged for your take on Pragmata. I'm unhinged for my take on Pragmata. That the correct assessment here is that Pragmata is actually going to save the white birth rates. This game from Capcom is going to save the... Hasan Parker gets mad at gamers who like Pragmata. So what's really interesting about this is all the unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about starting families and stuff. And I don't understand why this has become a thing they care about. I can already smell the stench in the comments coming from the gamers. I wouldn't call this mad, more like pointing at the hypocrisy of right-wing rhetoric. The title of that post also misleading because Hasan, quote, has nothing to do with people who like Pragmata. He's talking about losers who are using Pragmata to shame people who don't have kids. Have you seen the guy having a meltdown when he found out the VA for Diana is a black woman? No, but that seems in line with what I've seen so far from fucking cells. What is the context around this quote? Capcom came out with a game that I was excited to play, and I started playing last night. And the game's main character rolls around with like a little girl, a little AI girl. Okay. And everyone is like, Pragmata is a psyop to counter decades of anti-natalist propaganda and bring up the global birth rates. To which I said, buddy, saying anti-natalist propaganda out loud in the real world will guarantee your bloodline ends with you. Now, I find the game to be cute, and I find the game to be fun. I like the game. I was excited to play this game when it was first announced. I will continue playing this game. But what I find very strange is that these guys who make everything political, who spent years and years and years saying, well, get the politics out of my video games, are now looking for political propaganda points in every game that they play. And in many circumstances, they don't even play these games. They just chirp about them. That's it. I don't get this, because if you're mad at it, aren't you just admitting you're an unfuckable loser? I think we're far beyond that point. Your actual thoughts were not even close to clipped. Every clip that went viral or quote image meme reframed your take as gamers to be incels universally. Oh, yeah, I don't really care. My friend sent me this exact clip of yours. He framed it as, why is Hasan talking down on lonely gamers who got inspired to have children? Isn't he supposed to help them become normal? I hate how much your haters twist your words. My friend is a good guy. And on the left too, but he keeps getting rage baited by these clips. He has agreed to watch a few streams with me to get to know how you really are. It's difficult for me to maintain my nice posture when I hear stuff like that. Unfortunately, we're not going to make it. Gamer is not an identity. I know, it's not. You're dealing with the biggest losers in the gaming space. Unfortunately, Twitter became their megaphone, so their annoyance remains there. So let them rage bait until a severe aneurysm hits their core. They'll clip that. They'll clip me reading that comment to be like, Hasan wants every gamer to die of an aneurysm. Watch. Yeah, I don't really care. My opinion of incel gamers, not like all gamers, I myself would identify as one as well, and people who enjoy video games broadly, I have no issue with. But my opinion of the very specific type of incel right-wing video game commentary people is lower than dirt. There is no opinion that I have lower than the opinion I have of them. So who gives a fuck? Let them chirp. You know, they're already unbelievably sad. They live incredibly depressed lives. And every single day is yet another opportunity for them to try and make others just as sad as they are. So if that keeps them alive, keep it going, buddy. I'm glad that I've given you more life for one additional day. Take the gun out of your mouth, big dog. So yeah. I had a friend who was super anti-Hasan content for a few years. Just let it be. And would you know, he came around, started getting away from Joe Rogan, started getting super into leftist content, including yours, and even makes leftist content on Instagram. Now you like one of his reels, full circle. People come around as they see the company they have, in my opinion. Yeah. Bro, you reach those guys more than you know. You did kind of come out of nowhere with that comment on blast. See, this is what I mean. This actually frustrates me more than anything else. You got to hand it to the people who are cynically framing what you said that I actually technically agree with. But I'm choosing to abide by the cynical framing of like neo-Nazi incel gamers who jerk off to lolicon pornography instead. Well, when you do that, you might as well just leave the fucking community and go join them. You know, I had a very normal take. It was clipped out of context and people got mad about the out of context clip. But most people probably still can understand exactly what I was saying. There's really nothing I can do in that situation, don't you think? What am I supposed to say? Offer a million different qualifiers every single time I talk? Should I just choose a different method of communication so that people can't chop it up? I already do give my assessment with a million different qualifiers anyway. So you should ask yourself why you are choosing to go along with their goal, right? Especially considering that I do give a million different verbal qualifiers, knowing full well that someone is going to chop shit out of context. And even then, still end up chopping it out of context. And then they'll turn around and say, well, you should have used a different format. Yeah, well, next time I'll do interpretive dance and have a ASL interpreter as well on the side. I originally thought like this and was thinking, like Hasan, can Hasan be more charitable? Then I realized it literally doesn't matter. They'll do whatever they want with the clip. Just ignore it. Yeah. We don't live in a universe where people actually even look for, we don't live in a universe where people even watch the video. They just literally do this. Hasan Parker gets mad at gamers who like Pragmata. That's not what I said, right? That's not what happened at all. What am I supposed to do? Anyway, who gives a fuck? Did this go viral on LSF? Is that what it is? Like they finally got one where they could just like frame something totally out of context and make it seem like I was talking about everyone who enjoys Pragmata is a weird loser or something? Is that what happened? Like, I don't know where this even came from. I don't know where the hate farming began. The post got removed for harassment. People used to not reflexively believe everything they saw on the internet at face value. We're not going to make it, big dog. No, we are not. And he was talking about people, gamers, who were using the game to talk shit about women who don't want children as an excuse as to why they can't find someone to start a family with. He was talking shit about the loser men who blame women for all their shortcomings. Get it. Hasan states, so what's really interesting about this is all these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about starting families and stuff. And I don't understand why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should probably care about things that you can actually experience. You should care about things that you actually enjoy, right? If you're a fucking only gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, what do you care? Having children or like writing for having children? 1.2 million views. Outlaw gamers. That's what I say. Outlaw gamers.